My name is Nenad. I'm an electrical engineer in the power industry. On work from home days, this is my ideal morning. With 2 kids and a full-time job, I don't hit this every day. But even 1 minute of meditation, 3 minutes of kettlebells, and 1 sentence in a journal can put me in a much better spot before work starts. By the time I'm making tea, I'm shifting into work mode. I then tap the Brick app to block social media and remove distractions, and then work begins around 7:30 a.m. Today, I'll show you what I actually do as a protection controls engineer, from project calls and team coordination to the substation drawings we use to design and protect the grid. Just waiting for the VPN to connect in. Okay, and I am in. Whenever I begin my day, I like to jot down my most important tasks that I have to get done. And as a design engineer, you have typically 3 or 4 projects going on at the same time. So I wrote down a couple projects that I have to work on, and many of them revolve me doing some reviews, whether it's my own work or a peer review of somebody else's work. We are designing substations, so I have to make sure that our I's are dotted, T's crossed, everything looks good, because if you get something wrong, that could be very costly as far as a monetary thing, but also it could potentially injure somebody or even worse. The discipline that I work in is called protection and controls. And that means that we have to, in a substation, make sure everything is connected properly and make sure that the breakers that are involved and all of the relaying equipment and all the information coming to them acts appropriately. So if a fault does occur, the right things happen in order so that you can protect everything inside the substation, as well as the power flow that's going through this entire system. So this is really the electrical part of the job. For my computer setup, I've got 2 monitors here, and these are really helpful. These are 27-inch monitors. I have my open computer there, my open laptop, and what I do is I log into VPN so that I'm able to work from home. These monitors are really, really good at looking at prints. So I am gonna have to get on a call here. We've got to discuss a project. By the way, for communication, we use Teams, Microsoft Teams, and Outlook. So Microsoft products, this is industry standard. Everybody uses these too. So the way that I understood it is that we let the field team do the updates, and they're gonna have the 411 and the 421. A big part of what I do in engineering in general is coordination. So that means attending project meetings. No, it's definitely not the most exciting part of the job, but it's where decisions get made and bottlenecks and action steps are identified. So communication is super important, both internally with people I work with, but also externally with different groups. On these calls, project managers or PMs, they coordinate between all sorts of teams, from permitting to real estate to environmental to conceptual to engineering, construction, etc. All of these moving pieces must come together to actually build a substation. I can't actually show you real schematics that I'm working on due to confidentiality reasons, but these are the type of prints that we look at daily. In order for us to go from the computer, from this to this, because really this is what the field teams see, right? They see a printed package. So it's not quite like Iron Man. You have him over there designing everything by hand and telling Jarvis what to do. No, the field teams that actually construct these substations get everything by hand. A typical substation package for protection and control has a top-down approach. So the first drawing that you'll encounter is a 1-line diagram. It's called the 1-line because you're not showing the phases, right? So typically this would be, for instance, phase A, B, C. We dive a little deeper in. We go from the 30,000 foot view to the 10,000 foot view. We've got 3 lines now, so we're kind of zoomed in a little more. And so over here now, we're concerned with the CT connections, because the current transformers, they reduce the current coming into the relay so we can protect these devices. And you can see how that's all kind of connected. So those are 3-line diagrams. And as we dive a little deeper in, you get into some wiring diagrams. Okay, so now this is how the devices are actually wired up. So we went from sort of a 30,000 foot view to 10,000 foot view, and now we're kind of on the ground view, and this is really what the field team is looking for. And so really, this field here, it's quite large in that there is so much to learn, and the learning curve, I always say with junior engineers, is that it takes probably around 4 or 5 years to get particularly good and well versed, which tracks because that's also the amount of time in the 10,000 hour rule. Time for lunch. I've got some errands to run, and then back to it. Okay, got caught up in quite a few different meetings. Time to eat and work. I missed breakfast this morning. I had a little workout, so I am starving. Got a big sandwich here and some soup. After lunch, I usually have fewer meetings so I can focus more on the actual engineering work that needs to be done. I'll show you the software that we use. So here it is. It's called MicroStation. We wanted to go ahead and call our breaker Circuit Breaker 2. 25, we can go ahead and do that. Whatever we want to call it here, if we need to copy something over, it's in essence, it's a drafting tool that we use. Here I am checking a 230 kV circuit breaker tripping scheme and comparing the wiring drawings back to the elementaries. So working digitally helps because I can quickly search for the equipment and verify that everything matches. One nice thing about working from home is that there are typically fewer interruptions than at the office. So I'm able to focus more on the technical items. And that's why I like having a hybrid schedule. The office is great for collaboration and sharing ideas and things, but home is where I can usually sit down and work through the details. Little chest break. I just got a quick phone call from a coworker and we're discussing the projects and what we have to do. So I figured I'd take it outside. It's a nice day today. All right, my day's coming to an end. I was able to get some of the check done, which is good. What I like to do is I just like to go through my emails at the very end to make sure there's nothing I missed. And then I leave myself notes so that I can pick back up again tomorrow. And if you're watching this because you're trying to figure out your own path in electrical engineering, I put together a free engineering career roadmap. It breaks down what to focus on as a student all the way up to a senior engineer. It's linked in the description below. Work usually wraps around 5:30 and then it's time to switch from engineer mode into dad mode. And that's honestly one of the hardest parts of working from home. It's to making sure that work doesn't bleed into the rest of the night, and I do value that more than anything in the world. Got the guac ready. Gonna have some tamales, and I had a little helper squeeze all this for me. So that's a real work from home day in the life of an electrical engineer. If you want to see what this looks like from the engineering management side, let me know because that day looks a little different.